I'm the poster child for if she can do it, I can do it, because I dropped out of school really young. I didn't graduate. I got my GED. I was a teen mother. I went to community college, then I went to university, then I went to law school. I had to take the bar exam 3 times to pass. It wasn't easy for me. Being a part of recovery, you have people from all walks of life. So you might have lawyers and judges and CEOs and business owners, and then you also might have people that are just getting out of jail and prison, and you have all these people in the same room. We're able to engage each other and relate to each other around our humanness, our humanity. Everybody has something of value to share with other people, and I think that's amazing, because everybody needs that love. Everybody needs that sense of community. Everybody needs that sense of acceptance. My name is Sarai Cook, and I'm enrolled in a tribe, a federally recognized tribe in Oklahoma called the Muskogee Creek Nation, and I now live in Seattle. I am a mother. I am a tribal member. I am a community advocate. I'm an attorney. I'm formerly incarcerated myself. I had my first drink when I was around 10 years old. I started buying joints with my lunch money in 7th grade. I believe the roots of addiction are early childhood trauma. For me, it was having a mother that was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and I was in situations where there was a lot of violence. So I went in and out of foster homes. I went in and out of group homes. When I was 15, I was shot twice in a drive-by. After that, I started to sell drugs, and so I sold drugs just on the streets for a long time. And that's ultimately what led to my incarceration. I went to different 12-step program meetings. I went to every church meeting. I did yoga behind bars. I was a welder. I worked for the commissary. I really worked on myself. I was given the opportunity to go to an early release program, which was 6 months of intensive treatment inside the prison. One of the huge turning points in my life was through cognitive behavioral therapy. It was the first time in my life at a pretty young age, 24, that I realized that not everything that I think is true. Up until that point, every thought that I had, I thought was the truth. So when I got out, I went to NARA, Native American Recovery Association. I was able to get into low-income housing, and I was able to get custody of my daughter back. So, I had a supportive community. I felt like, identifying with my tribe and inner tribes, it gave me a purpose to try to continue my education and help the community. But I really think it's the resources that helped me, and it was the resource of low-income housing, food stamps, medical coverage, and just those basic human needs were met. So I found online University of Portland's entrepreneurship program, and I really wanted to be in that program because I wanted to learn about business. And I'm over here living in the housing project, being a single mom, rushing from class to go attend my daughter's soccer practice or basketball practice, and then make dinner. So it was a very, very challenging environment. I am so happy that I got through it and didn't quit. A criminal record can be a life sentence because there's 47,000 collateral consequences from having a criminal record. I assisted the organization in, writing a grant for a reentry legal aid project. And in that, we help people with their civil legal needs. It started out with support groups for people coming out of prison that didn't necessarily identify as having a substance abuse problem, but they still needed that support. They still needed to get in a room with other people that had been incarcerated and talk about the challenges that they face upon release from prison. They're always hounded by their criminal record, and that ends up causing them issues with housing. employment, education, and in so many ways. And that, that morphed into developing educational programs around, reentry. And it developed into system impact changes. I can see the cracks. I can see the cracks in the policies that are created that affect me personally. I'm so grateful that I can, live a life. It may not be the best life, it may not be the worst life, but you know what? It's my life, and I have choices. I think the things that I need to think, and I forgive the people that I need to forgive. If I just try and keep trying and don't let barriers stop me, then I can do it too. And so that's important to me, to be that person for people.